The global evolution of social media is sweeping across Kenya like a bushfire and opening new doors in communication. However, as much as the growth of new media has its advantages, there are the seldom talked about disadvantages. Of late, hate pages on Facebook, Twitter and blogs are on the rise, and it appears no one is immune to the wrath. Caroline Mutuku, arguably the queen of radio in Kenya,
what's trending, we're loving it,
has had a taste of this.
This is Kiss 100.
A page on Facebook was set up specifically to target her personality with all manner of vitriol. She, however, maintains that she is no victim.
I don't consider myself a victim. I consider myself pretty privileged.
But the page on Facebook still had an impact, and after a while, she could no longer ignore it.
Everybody on social media was saying is, I can't stand my ground as a chick because they hit you. And the fact that I couldn't care less didn't matter. They were taking the hits on my behalf. And that was the only time I thought, okay, enough.
And so the big question is, who are these people behind the hate pages and why do they do it?
Probably very urban, young people without very much to do.
According to sociologist Don Johnson Oidaka, social media's demography is mainly made of young people. They find it easy to openly spread hate messages as a way of seeking attention without necessarily facing the consequences of their actions.
Obviously, they're not thinking in terms of the leading effects. They're thinking for the moment, the shock value, the laughs that they'll get, and the meanness that they'll perpetuate. But after that, they don't know how far people will take it.
Further, there exists a rather thin line between freedom of speech and expression on one hand and tribalism and hate on the other.
This is not about freedom of expression. It's a fact that you are by nature a bully and a coward. You want to say something that probably only matters to you.
It's how young people these days actually communicate. They communicate over social media. It is technology at its highest level, which is wonderful, but it's how you use this technology.
The government, through Mzalendo Kibujia-led Cohesion Integration Commission (NCIC) and the Ministry of Information, has tried to crack the whip on hate mongers in social media. The latest.
Our weekly social media reports indicate new pages opened which are active and extremely dangerous, and these are in Facebook. These pages have become the breeding grounds for tribal hostility and hate. And I want to mention they are called the Luo Nation, Rest in Peace Citizen, and Nyanza Si Kenya.
The biggest concern was that tribal and politically charged messages on social media could have led to chaos in the recent general elections. Luckily, that did not happen. However, the government is far from winning this battle.
I think they've picked up a few people, but until they say what they mean and say this is hate and we're not going to have it and we're going to arrest you, and start searching out, because the technology is here to find out who is doing it.
She may find it easier to simply ignore the hate pages despite being a direct target. However, Caroline vows to do her part in ensuring tribal hate on social media comes to an end.
This we don't ignore. This we take on. And I think the message has to be singular. It's unacceptable.
Don Johnson is of a different opinion. She says hate mongers can willingly give up without being pushed.
Hopefully they'll learn from their mistakes, because people do, and sometimes they don't know any better. You don't do better until you know better.
With the era of digital government here with us, how we handle hate and tribalism on social media will be vital in deciding if technology, that is new media, turns into a blessing or a curse. Reporting for JSO at 7, I'm Sam Gakunyi.